Good morning, class. I'm Mr. Flores, and today we're going to be going over prime and composite numbers. All right. So, right, today you should be able to know and identify what a prime and composite number is. Can anyone tell me what they think a prime or a composite number is? All right, good answers. All right, so I know they're very different words, right? And just like they're very different, right, the numbers are going to be very different as well, right? So today you're going to be able to identify them, and right here are some examples that I have written down on the board so that way you guys can see the difference. Okay, so here I drew a number line on the board. All right, the number line is filled with numbers. Okay, so what a prime number is something that can't be multiplied twice to get that same number. Okay, so it can't be divided. It can only be divided by 1 and nothing else. Okay, so for example, all right, so for example, the number 3. Okay, the number 3, you can only times it 1 times 3. Okay, there's no other way to get the number 3. Same thing, like the number 7. Can anyone multiply to get the number 7 other than 1 times 7? No, you can't, right? Because 7, right, that's the only way to get to 7. 1 times 7, okay? For our composite number, on the other hand, right, composite number, you can be able to multiply it with 2 numbers and get the same number. Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier, let's say 1 times 4. Okay, I mean 1 times 4, right? So you get 4. What else can you do to get to 4? Can anyone tell me? Correct, yes. 2 times 2. Okay, 2 times 2 is another way to get to 4. So you kind of get where I'm getting at. Let me give you another example. Okay, so here on the number line, let's pick a number. All right, let's say 8. All right, so what's the easy example? Good, 1 times 8. Okay, and then another example. Can anyone give me another one? Yes, 2 times 4. Okay, so that's 2 ways to get to 8. All right, so those are just some small examples of what a prime and composite number is. All right, so now what I want you guys to do is help me out and pick 3 numbers on this number line. Okay, give me 3 people. All right, good. All right, thank you guys for coming up. All right, so I want you all first to pick one number. All right, and then I want you to sort it out what you think it's either prime or composite. Okay, all right, you see it here on the anchor chart, right? Here, I have it separated, prime and then composite. All right, so I have my number separated here, and then I also have my number separated here, and I'm showing how I got there. I'm showing my proof of how I got composite, but I'm also showing proof why it's not composite and why it's prime. Okay, and just to remind you guys, I'm going to leave this on the board, what the definition of prime numbers are and what composite numbers are. Okay, all right, so all right, good job, you guys went ahead and did that. All right, so now what I want y'all to do is get into groups of 2, and I want you all to grab the worksheets, pass them out, and those worksheets, they have number lines on them. Okay, I want you all to identify, right, your prime numbers and your composite numbers, and I want you all to separate them and the little chart that you guys have there on the side. Okay, all right, you guys will have 15 minutes. I'm going to be walking around to make sure that you guys are on the right track and you're following along and helping your partners out. All right, if you have any questions, I'm going to be right there. Okay, you have 15 minutes. All right, so good. All right, good job. Okay, so you guys are doing really well. All right, the questions you guys were asking, they were right on the spot. Okay, that means you guys were actually paying attention. All right, there weren't questions that didn't make sense. You guys knew what you were doing, so good job. All right, good job, guys. Now now what I want you guys to do is get on your iPads and get on your progress learning, okay? So there's gonna be a section on prime and composite numbers, and I want you guys to at least score an 8, a 70%, okay? A 70%, that lets me know that you guys have an understanding, and I can identify who needs help, okay? So you guys get on started on that. You have the rest of the class time, all right? And like I said, this chart is gonna be up here, all right? It's gonna be up here if you guys need any help. I want you guys working by yourselves for right now, so that way you guys can focus, okay? The homework for tonight is gonna be right here on my desk. I'm gonna pass them out, and just make sure that everyone has one. If you don't, let me know, okay? So I want that tomorrow, so that we can grade them and go over them and see, man, to make sure that we understood today's lesson, okay? So very good job today. You should have learned. Anyone tell me what we learned today? Correct. All right. We were able to identify what a prime and composite numbers are. Okay. Remember that, because it'll be important when we get into multiplication and division. Okay. So good job, everyone, and thank you.